Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Advanced Wars by Web replay. So on the north side is the Orange Star Adder, we got ftiger. So on the south side is the Blue Moon Koal, we got CompanionTrapezoid. The alternative to the Companion Cube, and it's also not pink. This map, of course, is a 3-base map, 1 airport, fog of war, got a bit of strong side, weak side mechanic. So strong sides left and right, while going up and down is a bit more the weak side. Comm tower is pretty secureable for the weak side, but contestable. And seeing these, oh, got a T-copter deployed on the field. Alright, see ya. And since this is more or less some of a mirror matchup, Adder and Koal's both the mobility COs. Adder, of course, provides an earlier power than Koal. Koal has slight benefits from attacking from roads, which there is a decent number of roads, particularly next to cities. Not as great to get firepower bonuses though while on proper roads. Plus 10% is not that great, as opposed to plus 10% defense generally. But it's one of those things nice to do. Plus you get additional 10 and additional 20%, or is it? Well, boost up to 40% of the superpower. So there's a little bit more capability to do some wall breaking through roads. Both sides gone for a T-copter as well as a recon. Koal's gone for double recon, while Adder just deployed out a tank. Recon's, of course, on top of a forest. And do now have a tank and mech there. So, number of mechs on field. Adder can use mechs to a decent degree since he's able to get +1 movement onto them. It makes him able to sprint across the ground a little bit more easily. Adder's gone for a battlecopter. Koal has 50,000 money in the bank, so he's maybe able to see maybe battlecopter this turn as well. Infantry, tank, and maybe could go for another tank. And yep, goes for double tank. So Koal's eyeing for a mass number of tanks. Well, Adder has a battlecopter. First strike, and the second strike there. Also, this infantry and T-copter did not get spotted there. And the recon sitting down south, reconnoitering the area. Interrupts the capture and will fully stop it. He can preemptively interrupt the capture by tasking one of these infantry units there to attack him. This full health one. Got a nice core of infantry, 1 mech in the woods. It provides some defense, but everything else is just basically prone to dying with the tank and recon nearby. We've got tank anti-air by Koal now. That infantry does get double tap and will start securing, and he will capture and will flip that property. Both players at 19,000 income, so pretty even at the moment. Infantry, tank, battlecopter, infantry. And does get a strike there. We'll finish off. 1 HP infantry unit can at least still be a bit of a meat shield, though not much left meat in that shield. Lots of good picks here. The recons are being particularly effective against all the infantry. Then again, nearly everything's particularly effective versus infantry. Tank, infantry, and battlecopter. I even hazard to say that even an APC is particularly effective versus infantry because it's pretty resilient to its bullets. Decent amount of shots there. Tanks now advancing. We've got good core tanks. Another battlecopter deployed by Adder, making that 2. And they are on both same side of the part of the map, so the anti-air only sent to one side. Of course, vision's another matter. Does spot the T-copter there, and got a battlecopter here to help counter the battlecopters. Double taps the infantry unit there, and nice strike there onto the opposing tank. But got this tank nearby. Mech gets a good shot and will gun down the recon. Posted some infantry forward through the black boat. Some early picks there, even managed to claim the forest. And is on top of the shore there, so can no longer drop stuff off there. Mech is in vision range and it's also out of range. Oh, we got a side slip deployed on the field. Let's see what he does with it. Also going +10/+10 global. Strikes the mech, double taps the mech. Does not use that tank to strike the tank there. But he is able to range with that tank now thanks to his power. We'll use a battlecopter instead. finish off the regular tank. Mech gets a shot there on the T-copter, getting a fair amount of damage onto that T-copter. And we'll finish off that T-copter there, very nice. Mech is a bit exposed to the recons, but is of course on 3-star property. We could see a force march. We are going to see a force march. So now he also gets additional plus 20% firepower from attacking from roads, which is not great, but not entirely bad sometimes. ATR will get a one shot there. Couple good picks up north. Battlecopter will strike the tank there. Adder's battlecopter is a bit far away. He does not nowhere near enough power for another side slip. So I don't think this battlecopter is going to be in range of this battlecopter. And looks like Koal is taking time to flip the comm tower. And he will need a power in order to get this infantry unit to range this infantry on the comm tower. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Which may be possible as a way to generate enough power. Does spot the anti-air and will strike the anti-air there. Battlecopter will need a superpower to range the battlecopter. Does manage to pick off that one there. Use the 4 infantry unit there to get the interrupt on the comm tower. Very nice. Good taps there. Get a resupply. Drops in the back line. Tank, tank, tank. Koal has 21,000 income. Adder has 20,000. Only one despicable neutral property left on the map. Battlecopter strike battlecopter. Oops, hit right clicked. Tank, anti-air tank. It will strike the mech there. Adder has his power available. Looks like it's not going to be popping it. 2 battlecopters here by Koal. Adder has anti-air and battlecopter in reserve. Anti-air, battlecopter, infantry. Looks like Adder's just pulling back since he does not have the assets properly to push forward. He has the opportunity to start flipping some of these properties, or at least start pushing pressure that way. Strikes the infantry unit there. And we'll finish off that tank. Tank will strike tank, and battlecopter will finish off. Does not see the anti-air nor the other battlecopter. It feels like going to be a pretty good turn for Adder next turn. I think he should go for side slip. If he needs 2+2 range, he could eye for the superpower. But I think a regular power is all it needs. Get a little bit extra firepower, a little bit extra mobility going. Of course, the easy picks there is always a good idea. Get that power charge as much, and goes for mid-turn power slip. Or side slip. Power slip. You know, that's not a bad way to ruin that name. Moving some more units forward. Drop some more infantry units down there. Trying to flip some properties. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. Boost forward 1 infantry unit there. And we'll strike a battlecopter. And we got a full trail of woe. Which does give a decent amount of firepower from the roads. Which I'm sort of surprised I didn't actually one-shot there. $94 to 99%. So that's wouldn't be a guaranteed one shot. Could have. See, without it, yeah, that's about a decent amount of firepower at least. But I'm sort of surprised that wasn't a one shot. I would assume Trail of Woe would just make that a one shot. Oops. Blue has more forces. Red tanks are 2 turns away. Love the AA block though. Yep. Good shot there. Does not range the anti-air, so this anti-air should be able to take out this battlecopter next turn. Battlecopter tank. So, it is Adder's turn, very close to a side slip. This anti-air cannot range this battlecopter just yet, so we'll need to pop a power to reach it. Or probably clean up this tank, then he can probably reach it. Or if there's that anti-air there. It's Adder's. Oh, Adder's defense. That's what's did it. Good call. Good catch. Speaking about extra defense, or offense, and mobility. Getting a bit of damage there. Of course, there's still a decent number of Blue Moon tanks here, Koal tanks. The Koal train runs on whole grain. Get some shots over here. Just getting a lot of first strike on infantry units there. I guess speaking of defense, I think the extra defense is coming in handy for Koal there as well. So I would imagine power will help counter that out, but I think defense is weighted a little bit higher than more than offense. Those are very small though. Good strikes there. Adder right now has 105, Koal has 86 plus a day-to-day, so they're pretty even at the moment. Another battlecopter. Pulling back some tanks there to get better repairs. There's a decent amount of battlecopters, so pulling back is a good idea. Maybe pulling out some anti-airs. Got an anti-air infantry recon. And serve 108,000. Adder starts turn to 103. Anti-air may be pushing a bit too far forward, but then again, there's enough battlecopters to engage battlecopters. Right now, Adder's southern flank is basically non-existent. Could try boosting some mechs over here, but even then, that probably wouldn't be all that useful. And those are the battlecopter does one-shot the T-copter. And the black boat does go ahead and spot on top of the forest, or next to the forest. So can get a good strike there on the anti-air, but will he choose to go for it? He sees the battlecopter, as well as the 2-health battlecopter. Looks like he will not go for the shot. Good hits. And right now, Adder does have both comm towers, which is quite significant. 2-health battlecopter does less than 1% or 10% damage to the black boat. Both players just got their power. Does use the infantry unit to gun down that unit. And Koal can start capturing up this comm tower next turn, though could be interrupted by this battlecopter. Yeah, Koal's caution on the right side is very good and very much warranted, as we can see. We may see Force March this turn. Get some free picks like that. And there's the Force March. And not to mention, it's actually at least only one, actually a couple roads he can use for boosted damage. Now equalize out the firepower, plus 20% firepower from roads versus just plus 20% from comm towers. Does even avoid the forest there, even though I had no vision. If you have the extra movement range to go around the forest, you should. Get some good strikes there. There's a booster strike on the anti-air. Booster strike on that tank there. Adder now has a full Sidewinder. Did not machine gun the battlecopters, getting close down to 1% health. Battlecopter, infantry, tank, and recon. Side slip deployment field. If you don't need the +2 range, the power is definitely the better way to go. Does strike the tank there. And tried to machine gun it down. Didn't finish it off. Probably thanks to Koal's power. The plus 10% defense. Interrupts the capture for by 1 turn. Battlecopter strike battlecopter. Sacks a 1-health battlecopter to do 1 damage. Sacks a 1-health battlecopter to do 1 damage to the 1-health battlecopter. And this property is still despicably neutral. And this property looks like will be flipped. Battlecopter, infantry, tank. Does not machine gun it down. The power base stage is probably close to 1% health. Anti-air is actually low in ammo, as well as health. Does interrupt the capture there, very nice. Finish off the battlecopter. Battlecopter strike battlecopter, but on top of shore. Though this anti-air is only at 2 health. Booster strike on the tank there, and then we'll take another shot against it. Infantry gets nuked. Or nope. Adder's power came in. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. Another side slip deployed in the field. Extension on the AA on the southern flank. I would consider buying replacement AA. Probably. Just now with our cast division, we see he knows at least about this one battlecopter. Doesn't see this other one just yet. Well, he now knows about it. Maybe a good idea to finish off the, oh no, it had one capture progress left, so he had to finish it off. But he is going to retain both comm towers. I was going to say, could finish off the 1 health anti-air to prevent a 3 health anti-air from doing decent damage. But stopping to capture the comm tower is more pressing. Tank, anti-air. Adder insert for 103, cold source turn for 83, and he looks like with a still pretty even day-to-day difference with the total value. Tank will get a good strike there, pops the force march. Boosts a strike on the anti-air, and we'll finish it off there. Boost a strike on the infantry unit there, finish it off. Trying to flip the comm tower, and this one's actually possible. Sorry, I just saw that anti-air, that battlecopter sounds like, just, I don't know, I saw something weird there, so I rewind a little bit. Infantry, battlecopter, tank. Tank fell back, tank pushed way forward, trying to flip multiple properties here. Koal has been maintaining a nice 1,000 income lead, which is nothing too significant. Feels like Koal or Adder's in this game has been doing a little bit better, but he's starting to lose the right flank, or he's basically has lost the right flank. So you will need to get a reinforcement wave over here around the tanks and battlecopters would be good. Tank or battlecopter, anti-air, infantry. And now this last despicable neutral property is trying to be claimed, and Koal has reclaimed this comm tower, so now they're nice and even in that aspect. Flipping multiple properties is very nice. Tank, infantry. Oh, does get trapped there. Interrupts the capture. Koal unit's advantage is very noticeable. Luckily, Adder is trying to compensate him on the southern flank. Oh yeah, the unit number is quite large right now, 22 versus 29. Koal has been maintaining the large number of infantry in the field and starting to pull a bit of a value advantage. Tank, recon, battlecopter, infantry. And we've got a decent number of forces here by Adder, so he started to push forward. He did flip a property, so now Adder has income lead, though this last despicable neutral property will be claimed from the Swiss. Picks up the battlecopter with 7 health anti-air, that's probably like the minimum health you need for that. Decides to fire from the planes with plus 10% defense rather than plus 10% offense from the roads. And we'll finish off there from the roads. Recon gets a good strike there. Also blocks this bridge. Infantry, T-copter, tank, and infantry. Battlecopter strikes recon. Adder, let's go ahead and pop a side slip. The right flank for Koal is existing, but a little bit sparse. Adder doesn't have too much over there. Battlecopter will strikes the anti-air there, allowing the battlecopter to strike the... Oh, no, close to the anti-air will strike the battlecopter. Tank will strike the tank, and the battlecopter will strike the regular tank there. This anti-air will be potentially able to range this battlecopter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 8 power. Can. With the boosted from the Force March, maybe it'll one-shot it. Though the extra defense would be another matter. Tank, tank, tank. We got another Force March Blow on the field. Yeah, Northern Flag has 0 vision. Very tough. More or less both sides. I suppose Adder's now pushing forward for recon. Will get a boost strike there. Does not finish off. Does not finish off the infantry unit there. Interrupts the capture. Battlecopter strike. Battlecopter gets another shot there. Tank will hit the anti-air. Allow his battlecopter gets a shot there. Not great. And this battlecopter, both these battlecopters now reign supreme. We do have another battlecopter here. Interrupts the capture. Both sides trying to flip some properties. Battlecopter, tank, infantry, infantry. And now it's at his turn. Koal ends turn 103, at a source of 83, so he's about a turn behind. We'll take out that battlecopter there. This battlecopter strike the battlecopter. Or this one. Pulling back the wounded battlecopters. Lots of good strikes there. Interrupts the capture. And that one as well. Koal's just trying to capture some properties. It looks like one will be flipped next turn. Right now it's 22,000 income versus 20,000. Make that 21 to 21. Adder now has a unit advantage. And for value, technically Koal is slightly ahead, but nothing too significant. Good shots on these tanks there, knocking them out one at a time. Down south, tank does take out the tank. Battlecopter puts another round to the anti-air, while also blocking the road. Does not finish off there. Anti-air will finish it off. Tank will strike the anti-air. The one of anti-air will be falling back. Battlecopter, infantry, infantry, tank. And serve 107, Koal serve 99. It's a couple units here. Do have another Sidewinder available. It does get trapped there. Battlecopter, tank, infantry, infantry. Got a mech push down south. Neo tank by Adder, so we finally got a first tech up unit, something greater than battlecopter. Not that could be very powerful to say the least. Got to be careful about Koal's battlecopters. That's about it. And they do get vested bonus benefits from attacking from roads. So got to make sure the Neo tank does not park along the roadside. Tank, battlecopter, infantry, infantry. Koal has a very significant number of battlecopters on the right side. He is lacking a bit of vision, but has at least a good number of infantries. Mech gets a good strike there, takes out that tank. Battlecopter gets a shot there, and we do have another Sidewinder, or side slip. And will interrupt the capture there. But this property down south will be flipped. Does get trapped on the infantry unit there. That's actually important, because I'm pretty sure this tank's in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, easy in range. But would it be a good idea to charge for like that? Maybe not. They got anti-air and triple battlecopter within vision range. Koal should probably fall back his forces, not advance just yet. And probably bring forward an anti-air or two. At least one more fresh anti-air there. You could try charging forward, have the battlecopter strike the tanks to blunt its assault. Another force march is available. New tank recon. So it looks like Koal now gets out a recon, or does go for a recon, but also for a neo tank and base skip. Takes up that tank there. T-copter gets shot down pretty easily. Good strike down the infantry unit there. Neo tank heading down south with a winter. Medium tank infantry. So Adder's going just going a bit more of a tech up. We do now have a force march activated there. Double taps the tank there. Battlecopter strike battlecopter from a road, so get a boosted damage, even though reduced by the health. Finish off that battlecopter there. Probably should attack first from the road to get more damage. Recon, battlecopter, tank, infantry. One off battlecopter pushes his way forward. Only 70 fuel left onto it. Sacks the battlecopters there. Do have now side slip activated there. Mech sprints his way forward to strike the recon. New tank machine guns the battlecopter a little bit. It looks like Adder completely abandoned the right flank, and Koal is being hyper passive over there. So if Koal stays passive, he's going to lose out. Adder could make a... This could be very good for Adder. The fact that he's front shifting his opponent's not exploiting this could be a huge issue for Adder. Right now he did enter 136. Koal starts turn 111 with a day-to-day income. They are pretty day-to-day even, though Koal does have 2,000 income, which is nothing too significant at the moment. Neo tank will not strike Neo tank. Battlecopter, tank, and base skip. Good strike on the battlecopter. Takes out the T-copter. Starting to flip the property there. Battlecopter strikes battlecopter. He does spot the Neo tank. He could get the first strike on the Neo tank, but of course, 4 defense stars plus the passive income, or not income, repairs, will probably make Koal's Neo tank will win that fight. Keeping just some reserves is a good idea. Wait for power to get a boosted strike. Koal needs some anti-air, probably, particularly on the left side. Also, Koal probably should get a recon up north. Battlecopter strike battlecopter. We'll finish off battlecopter. Two off tank does take out the, or infantry unit takes out the unit. Sacks the tank there. Tank, battlecopter, infantry. And the infantry is just outright attacking. I think he has a good idea. His opponent's not pushing forward. Hard to say what's going through his mind, but the fact that he sees everything down south, sees nothing up north. He made a gamble, charge forward, and he's going to get could pay dividends. He could go start capturing some of these properties. Speaking of properties, Adder's just captured, what, 3 there? Anti-air will take out with the wounded battlecopter. And it got now another side slip. Neo-tank is the first strike on the Neo-tank. And it was a pretty devastating shot there. You now have a full trail of woe. The problem is Neo-tanks get next to bridges, and if I remember correctly, the day-to-day passive does only affect roads and not bridges. Personally, I think if there's ever going to be some balance changes, Koal should get firepower benefits from attacking from bridges. You can at least still double tap the Neo-tank battlecopters. Recon finish off the 1 health infantry there. Now we've got the full trail of woe. Takes the battlecopters. May just try to surround the Neo-tank or just ignore it for now. Take out all of its escort. There are no anti-airs nearby to deal with the battlecopters, so they have another turn to load around. The 1 health anti-air is not going to do too much. And charging forward blocks the bridges, so he's maybe able to get a triple flip next turn himself. Battlecopter, infantry, infantry, infantry. No anti-air. Receiving, keeping 8,000 in the bank. Makes me wonder if there's going to be something valuable next turn. Maybe another counter Neo-tank, maybe a bomber. This is a classic strong side, weak side tech up end game. The problem is, it's the strong side on both sides are losing. Neo-tank and medium tank gets good first strikes there. If Koal wants to get out a bomber next turn, then the anti-air should be a higher priority target. Putting the shots on the anti-air would allow the battlecopters and the potentially bomber to reign supreme. Of course, if Koal Adder sees the anti-air getting focused down, then he should realize there would be a bomber on the way. Or at least a good number of battlecopters. Gets a triple flip there. There is a bomber now. Of course, striking the anti-air is actually a little bit difficult at the moment. Decides to pull back. Got 4 battlecons reaching, a bunch of infantry and a bomber. And it is just pushing forward with the infantry, able to flip some more properties. They're now an equal income. It's now getting split in half vertically rather than or diagonally. Nothing up north to stop those tanks and battlecopters. This is forcing response, so Adder's reinforced over here will be slowed down. But he has quite a bit of value lead. Got 162 versus 98, of course, day to day. So it's effectively 160 to 120. So Adder's about 2 turns ahead at this moment. And this front shift is, well, happening again. He's shifting front to the right side. There's nothing here. Which, of course, can allow Adder to quickly claim a lot of stuff over here as well. Does spot the mech. Bomber heading up north. Infantry master retreat up north as well. Tank will strike tank. And anti-air will get a good shot into the battlecopter. Mech is a good strike there, so a large number of good engagements there by Adder. Trying to flip some of those properties. Neo-tank headed back down south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the bomber is 8 tiles away from the Neo-tank. Of course, we'll need a power to order to get that bomber range, which could be a good idea. Of course, with our casters, we know there's an anti-air nearby. Does use the battlecopter strike there, so no bomber strike onto that Neo-tank. Battlecopter, anti-air, infantry. Recon battlecopter. Does strike the Neo tank. And Bomber will get a first strike onto the anti-air. Battlecopter, tank, infantry, recon. Insert 112 versus 170. Do now have another power activated for adder. Battlecopter head down south, strikes the battlecopter, takes out the bomber. Losing a bomber probably gonna spell game over for Koal. Koal can pop Trailer Wood, but down 66,000 and hits the resign button instead. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.